Hello students, welcome to another session of online class. So in today's class we will be discussing about some numerical problems on divergence theorem. So already we have seen what is divergence theorem, that is the closed surface integral can be converted to volume integral by using the divergence del dot d, right? So our questions is based on how to evaluate the divergence theorem, that is the LHS left part, that is the closed surface integral, as well as the right part, that is the open volume integral. So we will do some problems. So the question is, evaluate both sides of the divergence theorem for the field D is equal to 2xy ax cap plus x square ay cap coulomb per meter square, and the rectangular parallelepiped formed by the planes x is equal to 0 and 1, y equal to 0 and 2, z is equal to 0 and 3. Now if you plot the parallelepiped, we can see like this: x is equal to 0 is the back, x is equal to 1 is the front plane, y equal to 0 is the left one, and y equal to 2 is the right one, y equal to 0 is the left one, and z is equal to 0 is the bottom plane, and z is equal to 3 is the upper plane or top plane. Okay, now the LHS part of the divergence theorem is closed integral d dot ds. So if you want to calculate the closed integral, you have to calculate the sum of all the surfaces. So in the previous I have seen all the surface, so you have to evaluate integral on all the surface: back, front, right, left, top and bottom. Now let us consider the back surface only. So the back surface is x is equal to 0 surface. So using that, here if you substitute d is what, 2x xy ax cap plus x square ay cap. So the back surface is x direction, so with the opposite minus x direction, and the components are dy dz minus ax cap. So if you find the dot product, only ax components will be preserved, but you have to substitute x is equal to 0 because the plane is x is equal to 0. So when you substitute, this will be 0 and this is also 0, so dot product will yield to 0. So we need not to evaluate the integral. Now if you are coming for the front side, so the evaluating the front integral, so that will be same like 2xy ax cap plus x square ay into, since the front pan, so front plane, it will be dy dz ax cap. In the previous one it was minus dy dz ax cap, now it is dy dz ax cap. So we studied this, when we want x component, the other two components will be the differential elements. So you have to substitute x is equal to 1 here. So if you substitute, you will get 2y dot ax only will be there, ax dot ay will be 0. So you have 2y dy dz. So if you integrate 2y square by 2, so 2y square by 2 cancels, so you have y square. With the limits for y is, as we mentioned, y starts from 0 and ends at 2, and z starts from 0 and z starts at 3, ends at 3. So if you substitute those values, so you will get 0 to 2 y square is 4, and left is integral 0 to 3 dz. So integral dz is z with the limit 0 and 3. So if you substitute 0 into 3, so 3 minus 0 3, 4 into 3 equal to 12. Now the so we have completed back, front and left is done. Now right, so what is right here? Right is y equal to 2 plane. Okay, so y equal to 2 plane is in the ay direction, so we'll do that, right as well as left. So first evaluate left, so at y equal to 0, so the direction is minus ay, because in the figure you can see it is in the negative y direction, the plane is facing negative y direction. So if you substitute that, that will be 2xy ax cap plus x dot dx dz minus ay cap, put y equal to 0. So if you integrate this one, you have y dot ay only will be preserved, the other one will be 0. So x square dx is 0, y has no significance. So if you integrate x square dx dz, there is a minus, so I have kept it here, minus here. And if you integrate x square dx dz, x square would be x cube by 3 with the limits 0 to 1, and if you substitute, it will be 1 by 3, take it outside. So 0 to 3 dz will be integral z, that will be integral dz will be z with the limit 0 to 3. So minus 1 into 3 will give minus 1. Now the right part is easy, because if you integrate right, you are getting dx dz ay cap. Instead of minus ay cap, it is plus ay cap by equal to 0. So it doesn't have any value. So what you are getting is the same x square dx dz which is there here. So here minus x square dx dz, here plus x square dx dz. So the value will be 1. Now the top integral as well as the bottom integrals are easy to evaluate, because top integral is top means az direction, so dx dy az cap, and so az dot ax is 0, az dot ay is 0, so the dot products will become 0, no need of putting z is equal to 3, so the value is 0. Bottom also the same, minus az, only minus will come, so equal to 0, since z is not affecting, so or this is perpendicular to both of them, so there is no z component, or the value will be 0. So now what we have to do, we have to add all the values, front, back, left, right, top and bottom. So we got back is 0, front is 12, left is minus 1, right is plus 1, and top and bottoms are 0. So 12 plus 0 minus 1 plus 1 plus 0 plus 0, if you evaluate, you will get left part of the equation, that is closed integral d dot ds is equal to 12. Now what is next? We have to evaluate the RHS. So RHS, we want, the expression is volume integral del dot vector del dot d dv. Okay, so we have to calculate del dot d. So in order to evaluate del dot d, so we know this one, that is nothing but the divergence, dou by dou x dx plus dou by dou y dy plus dou by dou z dz, and our d is d2xy ax cap plus x square ay. So dx component is 2xy and dy component is x square, and dz component is 0. So if you evaluate dou by dou x of 2xy, so y is a constant, 2 is a constant, so 2 and y can be taken outside. Dou by dou x of x will be 1, and dou by dou y of x square, so x square is constant when you consider y as a variable, so the derivative of a constant is 0, so what is left is 2y. Now, so what you have to evaluate is RHS, that is del dot d dv. Now that is nothing but del dot d is 2y and dv is dx dy dz, so the integral limits are x over x, y, z. So x is starting from 0 to 1, y is starting from 0 to 2, and z is starting from 0 to 3, 2y dx dy dz. Now 2y is a constant when you integrate with respect to x, so 2y into integral x, dx will be x with the limit 0 and 1. So substitute 1 minus 0, 1, so that will be 2y. Now again integrating with respect to y, 2y square by 2, so 2 cancels, y square with the limit 0 to 2, so that will be 4. 4 can be taken outside, so left is 0 to 3 integral z dz. So integral dz is z with the limit 0 to 3, so if you substitute 12. So what we have seen so far, the LHS part you got 12 and the RHS part is also 12, so we can say that the theorem is verified. Okay, so this is in the case of Cartesian coordinate system, but when you change for the other systems, the value what we can say, the divergence equation will change. So we'll see one more problem related to other coordinate system. So given the field D is equal to 6 row sine half phi a row cap plus 1.5 row cos half phi a phi cap column per meter square. Evaluate both sides of the divergence theorem for the region bounded by rho equal to 2, phi equal to 0 and pi, and z is equal to 0 and 5. So why is phi has two limits, z has two limits, whereas rho has only one limit. So the reason is rho always starts from 0 and ends at a point, right? So rho need not to mention. And also the diagram, if you plot, it will be like half of the circle, since phi starts from 0 and ends at pi. So phi equal to 0 to pi, and rho equal to 2, so there is a radius of 2, and z starts from 0 to 5, so there is a height of 5. So this is a half cylinder with a height of 5. Now which are the planes? The first plane is phi equal to 0. The direction of a phi is clockwise, but the plane is facing outside, right, like this. So we can say this is minus direction, whereas phi equal to pi is the next plane. So this is the next plane which has the direction in the direction of a phi only. A phi is like this, clockwise direction. So the phi equal to pi plane is in the same direction. So phi equal to pi is a positive plane. Rho equal to 2 is always a positive plane only, there is no negative case. So this curved surface is the rho equal to 2 plane, and z is equal to 0 plane is the bottom half plane, half circle, and z is equal to 5 is the top half circle. Okay, I think the image is clear for you. Now we will find the value of uv w. So in the generalized equation we should know, so that we get a ds in each component. So u, v, w are rho, phi, z, and we discussed this one, h1, h2, h3 can be obtained. Since rho is a length, it will be 1, phi is angle, so the radius is rho, and z is a length, so it is 1 again. So ds rho, so arrow component, so rho component, d rho won't be there, only left are h2, h3, d rho, d phi, dz, right? When I want this component, I have to take this and this. So h2, h3, rho, d phi, dz, arrow cap. Now it is having only positive direction, whereas ds in the direction of phi. So phi means second one, so that will be d rho dz into 1 into 1. So 1 into 1 d rho dz, but it has both direction, plus and minus. Similarly, you have dsz. So dsz is also having both plus and minus based on the direction. So when you have d z, so dz is this one, so this one, except that 1 into rho d phi. So rho d phi az. So this is how we are getting the values of differential surface elements. So once you get the differential surface elements, what we have to do, you have to integrate. The left part is closed integral d dot ds. So closed integral means you have to evaluate on all the planes. So the phi is equal to 0 plane, phi is equal to pi plane, rho equal to 2 plane, z is equal to 0 plane, and z is equal to 5 plane. So first we will evaluate phi equal to 0 plane. Okay, so at phi equal to 0 plane, d dot, so phi equal to 0, if you see the image here, phi equal to 0 has a phi component, but is in minus a phi. So when it is minus a phi, it is d rho dz a minus a phi, that is ds. So d dot ds is minus d rho dz a phi, d dot, and put phi equal to 0 because the plane is phi equal to 0. So 6 rho sine half phi a phi plus 1.5 cos phi by 2 a phi dot d rho dz a phi. Now cos phi is 0, so cos 0 by 2 is 1, so 1.5 rho will be left. So a phi dot a phi only will be there, a phi dot a rho is 0. So 1.5 rho d rho dz. Now integrating 1.5 rho d rho, so 1.5 is can be taken outside. So integral rho d rho will be rho square by 2 with the limit 0 to 2. So 0 to 2, if you divide, it will be 4, 4 by 2, that will be 2. 2 into 1.5 will be minus 3. Since this is in this dash, minus will retain here. So minus 3 into integral 0 to 5 dz. So integral dz is z with the limit 0 to 5. So minus 3 into 5, that will be minus 15. Okay, so phi is equal to 0 plane is done. The next is phi equal to pi plane. So at phi equal to pi, d dot d rho dot dz a phi. So this is positive in this case, and you have to substitute phi equal to pi. So in the d, if you substitute, this will be sin pi by 2, but this will be cos pi by 2. So phi is equal to pi by 2. So cos pi by 2 is 0. So you would, the dot product is only this one. So 0 into dot product will give you a value 0. So these two are done. Phi equal to 0 and phi equal to pi is done. Now rho equal to 2 you have to evaluate. So at rho equal to 2, d dot ds is, so rho equal to ds rho we want. So ds rho is rho d phi dz a rho. So if you substitute that, so rho d phi dz a rho into d dot ds. So if you find the dot product, only a rho component, that is 6 rho sin phi by 2 a rho with rho equal to 2. So here one row is there, that is 2, and this row is 2. So 2 into 2, 4 into 6, 24, into the left is sin phi by 2 d phi dz. The limits for phi is 0 to pi, and the limits for z is 0 to 5. Now what is integral sin phi by 2 is minus cos phi by 2 with the limit 0 to pi. And if you substitute, minus cos pi by 2 is 0, minus cos 0 is 1. So 0 minus minus 1 will be plus 1. So that will be cos phi by 2 divided by phi by 1 by 2 is there when you integrate. So that will come here to 2 into 24 will be 48. And left is 0 to 5 dz. So 0 to 5 dz is z with the limit 0 to 5. So 5 minus 0, 5. 5 into 48 will be 240. Okay, so this is rho equal to 2. This is done now. Now z is equal to 0 as well as z is equal to 5 you have to evaluate. So that is easy for us because z component is not there in D, where it is having only a rho and a phi component. So if you find the dot product with the dz, az cap, so that will be 0. So z is equal to 0 and z equal to 5 will constitute only 0 values, contribute to 0 values. So our closed integral d dot ds is now minus 15 plus 0 plus 240 plus 0 plus 0. So if you substitute the value, you will get the LHS part, that is the closed integral d dot ds as 225. Okay, now we have to evaluate the RHS, that is volume integral del dot d dv. So del dot d for a general is given as 1 by h1 h2 h3 dou by dou u h2 h3 du, dou by dou v h1 h3 dv, and dou by dou w h1 h2 dw. Now for cylindrical rho phi z and 1 rho 1, as we discussed now just now. So del dot d is 1 by h1 h2 h3, that is 1 by rho, dou by dou rho, u is rho. So dou by dou rho, rho d rho, h2 h3 is rho. Dou by dou phi d phi, h1 h3 is 1. So dou by dou phi d phi, and here again h1 h2 will be rho dz. Right. So this equation we will evaluate. So 1 by rho, dou by dou rho of d rho. So d rho will be, so in the question d rho is so d rho is 6 rho sin half phi, and d phi is 1.5 rho cos half phi. So substituting that here, we will get 6 rho square sin rho, so rho into 6 rho sin phi, 6 rho square sin phi by 2 into dou by dou phi of 1.5 rho cos phi by 2. So you know 1 by rho into the 6 rho square is 2 rho, so 12 rho sin phi by 2. Sin phi by 2 is constant when you differentiate with respect to rho. And dou by dou phi 1.5 rho cos phi by 2, so 1 minus 1.5 by 2 into cos 5 by 2, that will be sine minus sine by 5 by 2, so minus 5 by 2 divided by 2, so that is why by 2 comes here. So that will be 12 sine 5 by 2 in minus 0.75 sine 5 by 2. Okay, now we will evaluate the integral RHS part. So triple integral del dot d dv, so that is what volume integral means. So substitute del dot d is 12 sine 5 by 2 minus 0.75 sine 5 by 2 rho d phi dz. Now the limits for rho is 0 to 2, limits for phi is 0 to pi, and limit for z is 0 to 5. 12 sine 5 by 2 minus 0.75 sine 5 by 2 rho d phi dz, because dv is h1 h2 h3 du dv dw, so h1 h2 h3 is rho, du dv dw is d rho d phi dz. So this is what you will get. Now we'll integrate. So first part is you have to integrate it with respect to d rho, so that will be rho, so rho integral will be rho square by 2 with the limit is 0 to 2, so that will be 4 by 2, that will be 2, so you can take 2 outside. So left is integral 12 sine 5 by 2 minus 0.75 sine 5 by 2 d phi. Now with respect to phi, so 12 sine 5 by 2 will be minus 12 cos 5 by 2 divided by 1 by 2, so divided by 1 by 2 is multiplying with the 2, so minus 24 cos 5 by 2 with the limit 0 to pi. Similarly 0.75 sine 5 by 2 means minus plus, so plus 0.75 cos 5 by 2 divided by 1 by 2, so that will become 2 into 0.75, that is why written here 1.5. The limit is 0 to pi, and left is dz. So if you substitute pi, that will be cos pi by 2, that will be 0 minus cos 0 is plus, so you have minus 24 minus 1, so minus 24 into minus 1, that will be plus 24. Here it is 1.5, cos 0 is 0, so cos pi by 2 is 0 and cos 0 is 1, so if you substitute, that will be 1.5 into minus 1, so minus 1.5. So 2 into 24 minus 1.5, so that will be 22.5, so 2 into 22.5. The left is integral 0 to 5 dz, so integral dz is z with limit 0 to 5. So 5 minus 0, so now 5 into 2, that is 10, 10 into 22.5 is 225. So if you see the LHS part, what you got is 225, and we got the RHS part also 225. So this is how we can prove the divergence theorem. So that's all for today's class. We'll discuss more in the upcoming classes. Thank you.